Hello, welcome back to my channel. Etta here. I am, I hope, ready for the last installment, part 7 of my wax stash series. The biggest section that I had, which is the bring back my bar. I tried to make sure that I have everything. I hope I do. I even re-warmed up my coffee that I went and picked up this morning. I was on Instagram waiting for my order, and I saw that Ashley had done a post on Instagram about the candle whipped coffee, I think is what it's called, whipped coffee. And she was talking about needing coffee, and I thought, oh yes, definitely, I need coffee so much. So I still have some of my coffee here that I may need to sip on while we're doing this, because this is going to be the longest one. I hope it's not super long, but I'm gonna try to get through this. And I did want to give a little bit of a side note to some information. I have had, I'm trying to get through the comments that I have. I so love getting comments. I love interacting with you. I really do. I've just been between trying to get my work done for my full-time job during the day, and this was one of those weeks where I was going to be working easily 50 hours, maybe 60 hours, and then I had a goal that I wanted to get this series done by today, and I'm doing the last one today. So between that and this, I haven't had too much time to work on comments, but I'm trying. I really am. And after I finish this video, I think I'm going to go sit on the sofa in my TV room. I'm going to put on some YouTube to watch some of your videos and have some conversations with you and enjoy my day. So housework can wait until later. The house will continue to be here. The house will continue to be a mess. It'll get worked on later. I'm enjoying today. So, but what I wanted to mention was in the comments I haven't even had a chance to respond, but I just kind of glanced at some of the comments. But somebody had asked me about my storage, like where I store my wax, and I mentioned that I am able to use now the room above the garage where my oldest son was living and has since moved out after he got married. So I bought one of those cubby things. That's what I like to store my wax in, the cubes. So this is the one that I put in that room upstairs. I hope you can see that. And it's got those little cubes that you use that are like collapsible. And this one, the cubby holes collapsibles that are 12 by 12 by 12. And what I'm finding is it'll hold a lot more wax than the ones that I have in here. So I opened up one of them because I just started putting the bars away. They're not even all put away yet because they're still sitting in the boxes that I had the overflow in. So I just wanted to kind of give you a snap of how many I can pretty much fit in those 12 by 12. That's a lot. That really is. The other ones that I have, I'll show you. Let's see. First, let me tell you this one. This one, I'm able to get 4 across, front and back, and then I'm able to actually fit some in between. And I want to say I can easily do 9 high. I could probably do 10. So if I do 10 high, that's 10 sections, right? Because there's 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and then 2 in the middle. That third one really wouldn't fit well. It was like too cramped. So if I put 10 and there's 10 things, I'd be able to get 100 into the box. I think that's awesome. Although I'll probably stop at about 9. So that would be like 90. But wanted to show you, let's see, is the picture going to come up? I'm trying to see how I can get this to show you. Well, I guess it's not going to want to, I mean, it's there, but it's not every time I turn it, the picture turns. But I wanted to show you that I still have, it's probably going to be upside down because it wants to do that now, or sideways. They're still in boxes. These are the ones that were overflows. They're still sitting in boxes, and my fresh ice is sitting in a bag. So that's a lot of the overflow. I even have a box, another cube thing down here sitting on the floor that was an overflow. I didn't take a picture of that one. That's just another picture of that cubby thing upstairs. Let's see. And let me get to the other pictures first. All right. So the one that's in this room is more of a, I guess, like a makeshift one that we used. You can get those wire racks. And I had one that at one time we had in the sunroom, and we had like water bottles and things like that on it. And we were able to determine that I could fit cubes in that, and that it would fit nicely. And then I could put my basket that I keep my open bars in. So the one that I have here, it's actually 2 wire shelves. They're the same size, so they're just right next to each other, and they each hold 4 of the cubes. So that's what's in this room. So on top is the basket that I use that has open bars, open bricks sitting on it, and then just a couple of the collections that I have and a couple of the bricks that I have sitting there. So these cubes are like, I think 10.5 by 10.5, something like that. So I don't know if you could see it that well. Maybe I'll show you. In this cube here, you can kind of see that it fits 3 in the front and 3 in the back. Nothing in the middle. That's all it'll fit, is like 3 and 3. So I can get 6, and I want to say I can get 8 high. So that would be like 48 bars per cube. And that way they're all laying flat. I don't have them sitting up. They all lay flat, and it's open. It's not all closed up. So, there's, I guess you might think they're kind of closed up because they're all in close proximity to each other, but there is air circulation there. So I don't mind that. Then someone else asked about the other storage, and I had mentioned that I have 2 trolleys, and these are my trolleys. And I purchased these at Michael's craft store, and I think they're regularly like $50, but they're quite often on sale for $30. So I had picked both of them up when they were on sale for $30. And I think if you use a 40% coupon, it would basically be $30. So, and I really like the larger ones because I can fit, if you notice, I've been trying to rearrange so that I can do my videos and have easy access to them. But they will fit 10 bars deep. So each row has 10 bars in it, and then I can do 7 all the way across. And then if you notice on this one, there's like 2 right there. So after I get the 7 across fully, I have enough room to fit 6 sideways. So like 2, 2, and 2. So each row or each tier will fit 76 bars. Now, I don't generally store these here for too long because I don't like having them stand up. But like at one time, I was trying to do like all the different scents from the current catalog. So I will put them in there and have them in the order that are in the catalog. And that way I can find them easy and grab one if I want to warm it. Or if somebody happens to say, hey, do you have a bar of whatever, I can go to my rack and go look for it. And then when the catalog season changes, I pull them all out. I'll keep the ones that maybe are transitioning still to the next catalog. I'll put the rest of them in the cubes. And then whatever ones I may get from the new catalog, I'll go ahead and put them in the rack too. So I try to keep them moving around that way so that they're not always standing up. I prefer to have them flat. So the other thing someone had asked me was about the ones that start sweating. Once they kind of, I don't even want to say get old, because I have some old ones that are dry, dry, dry. And then I have some newer ones that seem to be sweating quite a bit. So you see a picture of my chocolate in there. I love to keep my chocolate in the refrigerator. So what I do when they start to sweat and get kind of ooky and stuff, a lot of times I'll put them in the refrigerator. I have a refrigerator in the TV room, the sunroom, that's like a glass door, so you could see into it. And you'll see that some of the ones that I just recently have done in videos that I said, oh, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, they are now in my refrigerator. So that's those right there were recent. And then in this basket are ones that I had put in. And what I noticed is I didn't count these in the inventory. I completely forgot I had some in the refrigerator. So here you can kind of see them. And I was noticing I have one from the... I never got a chance to try the whole collection because I wasn't buying back then, but I can see one from the, it was a Cuban collection. It was like Playa de something, Veradero or something like that. I have like 2 cubes left of that, I think, and I have that in the refrigerator because it was getting kind of ooky. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 bars of Palo Santo in there that had started to get kind of oily, and so I stuck them in the refrigerator. And then I think the other ones, I think there's one in there that's a vanilla oud, and then the other ones I think are like Summer Rain or something like that, but they get really oily. You know, the tops will get real wet and oily looking. But I just want to show you, I took a picture of one of the Palo Santos, how it looks now, and you could see there's not that deep oiliness anymore to the wax bar. And I have pulled them out before and warmed them right away after that and didn't have any problem with the performance. Which one is this? Oh, this is Dancing Sugar Plums, which was one of the ones I recently did. I said it was really wet and I was going to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator. And you could see that it's starting to kind of dry up. It still has like a shiny look to it, but technically it's not all oily and stuff. Like I'd be able to touch it now and it wouldn't look all oily. So I just kind of wanted to touch base on that information because I had some people ask me that, and I didn't want to take 12 years before I told you that information. So I am now going to jump into Bring Back My Bar, of which, to give you the numbers, I have Bring Back My Bar. I wrote down that I have 89 different scents from Bring Back My Bar. 89. That's a lot. That in itself is just a lot of bars, and just imagine how many repeats I have of that. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. And what I did was I tried to separate them into the actual Bring Back My Bar events that came out. So I'm going to start with the most recent, which was the one that came out in November 2020. That one I should be able to go through relatively quickly because it was recent and you know about it. The only problem is when I did my Bring Back My Bar list, they're in alphabetical order. So as I go through them, I have to kind of find it on my sheet because I didn't want to go back and redo this. So starting with November 2020's Bring Back My Bar, I have A Wink and a Smile, which I'm not going to do the scent descriptions for these only because it was a very recent one and you probably have already seen it, and I don't want to take that extra time that could be better used on maybe some of the later ones. So Wink and a Smile, I have 1. It wasn't one of my favorites. I thought it was okay, but I didn't really like it that much. Then Amber Hollow, which has a reputation of being kind of controversial, and I actually like that one. And Amber Hollow, I show that I have 2. Then Apple S'mores, which is a really good one. I know that's one that Patricia likes, Patricia G. And Apple S'mores, I have 13. And I went ahead when they were on sale and I purchased quite a bit of them because I wanted to be able to take it out of my club. And I figured 13 would last me quite a while. And I've made myself a note that I originally purchased one of those in October 2018. I don't know if I ever warmed that one, if that was one that was lost in my inventory or I completely forgot about it. I didn't even know that I had bought it before. That's until I did this inventory and I kind of looked through some of my old purchases online. That's when I realized, wait a minute, Apple S'mores is in there. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at this thing going, how many... I told you how many I had for Apple S'mores. Okay. Next one that was in the Bring Back My Bar was actually Blackcurrant Bubbly. But I had tried Blackcurrant Bubbly in a previous Bring Back My Bar. Let's see if I can find it. I tried it in the Bring Back My Bar from July 2019. I tried it back then, and I really wasn't that crazy about it. So when it came out this time, I didn't want to pick it up. So the next one was Cashmere Pear. And that one I did like. I just found it too light. So Cashmere Pear, I have 4. Again, hoping that that's going to be one of those ones that as it cures, it's going to do better because the scent was phenomenal. I love the way it smells in the clamshell. I just didn't think it performed that well. So next one on the list is Central Park Pralines. And I've mentioned before that one has a scent memory attached to it for me. It reminds me of New Orleans, and I'm trying to figure out where I put some of these for now, but I think I'm gonna have to, I do have a box. It reminds me of New Orleans, and so I have it for that reason. I did take it out of my club. I got myself 6 in my inventory and went ahead and took it out of my club. And I actually have a note on that one that I originally purchased it back in January of 2019. And I remember that because I remember it was one of those bars that was in my club before I had to cancel my entire club when I became a consultant. So let's see. Thought maybe January. Yes, because I went ahead and I went and looked for the paper for the January 2019 Bring Back My Bar, and Central Park Pralines was on that list, and Apple S'mores was on that list. So I was just getting into Scentsy. I wasn't a consultant or anything, so it seems back then I picked up Apple S'mores, I picked up Central Park Pralines, and I picked up a couple that you'll see here that might have gone. Some of them may have gone into my club back then, and again had to cancel them. So some of them I'm just getting to try again. Next one on here is Cozy Chai. I actually went over Cozy Chai in, I believe, in the discontinued list because I had a bar from that. I did not pick it up in the Bring Back My Bar because I had an old bar that I thought that one was good enough for me. Then the next one on the list is Cutie Pie Cupcake. And Cutie Pie Cupcake, I think it's good. It's just not like a favorite for me. I do have 3, and I have a note that it was in the Bring Back My Bar for November 2020, but it was also in the Bring Back My Bar for July of 2019. So that's when I tried it. And I will say, pulling some of these Bring Back My Bar lists, because I wanted to look at, there's a couple of them that I'm like, they're not from the ones that I'm going to do. And I kept thinking, where did I get these, And I tried to find maybe when they had come out. And when I pulled some of these lists of Bring Back My Bars, I do see a lot of repeats, a lot of them that I think, okay, I know that some of us don't get to try it, and so we want it to come back. And back then there wasn't maybe a Scentsy Club originally, so we wanted them to come back or whatever. But I think we need to start doing a more, I don't know, we need to be a little pickier about which ones we pick or something, because now that we do have Scentsy Club, I'm not saying there's not going to be a time when I want something to come back that I was dumb enough to take out of my club, that kind of thing. But sometimes I saw a lot of repeats over and over again, and I thought, Come on. There's so many out there that we need to try. But okay. Here's one that I'm glad did come back because I did have this one before too. And that was Lavender and White Balsam. That one was definitely worthy of coming back. Lavender and White Balsam. Let's see. I have two. I do have that one in my club, absolutely. And I have that. I originally purchased it in October of 2018 in a flash sale. So that's where I got it from. So that's one that I'm glad came back for that reason because now it is in my club. And let's see. The next one is Marshmallow Mint. Marshmallow Mint is... yeah. There's some of these that I really stocked up on because I wanted to take them out of my club. I didn't want them to just stay in there forever. I wanted to be able to make room. So I gave myself enough of a stock that I thought it would last me a couple of years in hopes that by the time I actually run out, maybe by then it'll be time to revote something like that back in. So Marshmallow Mint, I have 14. I mean, at 14, even if I used 4 a year, I mean, that's easily like 3 years, right? 3 years plus. So I'm good to go with that one for a while. Then the next one on the list is My Dear Watson. And I don't actually have the Bring Back My Bar version. I have an older one that I had. I had tried it before. Didn't think it wasn't really... I like the manly scents, but it didn't do as well as I would like for a manly scent. So I figured I wasn't going to pick it up in the Bring Back My Bar since I already had some. And I have 2. So I was good with that. Then the next one was Painted Leaves. Love that one. That is one... this one looks like it might need to go in the refrigerator soon. Painted Leaves, I wrote down that I originally purchased in February 2019. I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me see if I can find that Bring Back My Bar from January. Nope, it was not in that one. I'm thinking it might have been in maybe one prior to that or something, or it was in the catalog. I'm not sure, but I picked, no, because I'm pretty sure it was a Bring Back My Bar that I picked up also back then. So I got that one in February of 19. I have 18 of those. I picked up a lot during the clearance sale when they had the bundle where you could get 10 for $40. I went ahead and picked up quite a few of certain ones so that I could then turn around and take it out of my club and have it last me quite a while. Then let's see, Painted Leaves. The next one in the list is Peppermint Dreams, which I liked but was not a favorite. I definitely like the Marshmallow Mint Cocoa much, much more. So Peppermint Dreams, I have 1 for that. Then a absolutely wonderful one from the list. And I know I don't have it written down, but no, I didn't. I hadn't tried this one. No, I had not. I thought I had, but the next one is Plum and White Woods. And that is a fantastic scent. Super, super good. I love it. And I'm so glad that Kiara had a chance. I think that's who it was, right? Had a chance to pick up quite a few during the clearance because that was one that she kind of missed out on her club. And that's a really, really good one. Then the next one is Pumpkin Marshmallow. And that was the one that smelled like pumpkin in the can. I kind of liked it. I thought it smelled really good and different. So Pumpkin Marshmallow, why is it not on my list? Well, it's not on my list, but I obviously have 1. So that's Pumpkin Marshmallow. Then the next one in the group was Quiet Grove. And I didn't like Quiet Grove when I first tried it. I think, was it when I first smelled it? Man, some of these, I mean, they're brand new and they're already kind of oily. I thought it smelled really good on cold sniff. And I remember this is the one that I would say the first 8 hours is not really my thing. And then after whatever that top note is kind of burns off, turns into this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful scent that I love, that I think lasted me like 3 days. So I love Quiet Grove. I have 7. I did kind of stock myself up on that one. It's not in my club either. Then the next one is Sweet Amber and Freesia. I bought that one, tried it, decided it was a little too strong of a floral for me, so I don't have any more of that one. The next one after that is Sweet Plum Pastry. I've said before, I don't like Sweet Plum Pastry, and I already knew that I didn't like it because I had picked it up once before. Let's see if I'm not going to have a note on it because I don't have it. But I know I had Sweet Plum Pastry. I had purchased it once before. And I want to say I purchased it soon after I started buying. So maybe like in November, because I saw it in my list of transactions. Was somewhere like in November of 2018, something like that. I saw a bar of Sweet Plum Pastry, and I think I finally finished that bar maybe around the time that this Bring Back My Bar was going to come out, because I was like, you know what, let me try it again, see if I like it. And I finished that bar, and I was like, nope, haven't changed my mind, don't like it. I just don't like Sweet Plum Pastry. And I know there's so many people who absolutely adore it, but my nose doesn't like it, so I do not have any of that. Then what I do have, and it's probably, something that other people don't like, but I love, and that is Vanilla Oud. And I think you saw on my haul for clearance stuff that I really stocked up on Vanilla Oud, because I think the other one, that one sold out quickly or whatever. So Vanilla Oud. Yeah. Oh, and I have that. It was originally in my Scentsy Club in October of 2018. So I had tried it before, as well as Vanilla Suede, which is the next one. And let's see, Vanilla Oud. So it was in my club in October 2018. It would have been one of those ones that I had to lose when I lost my club, when I became a consultant and switched it over. And now in the Bring Back My Bar for November. So I have a big whopping 28. I really stocked up on Vanilla Oud so that I could take it out of my club. I have 28, and that's going to last me a super long time, so I'm good to go on that one. And the last one in that particular thing was Vanilla Suede, which I have said before, I absolutely adore Vanilla Suede. Vanilla Suede and Vanilla Oud were the two scents that if I had been told that there was only 2 that I could buy from this collection, those were the 2 that I was going to get. I'm glad that I wasn't limited to that, because I really wanted Painted Leaves also. I was anxious to get Painted Leaves. I was anxious to get Central Park Pralines again, just for the scent memory. But Vanilla Suede, love that one. And right now I only have 5, because again, that wasn't one that I was able to get in the clearance. It sold out before I could get to it. But I do have 5, and it is in my club, and that one will stay in my club. So good there. So that was the Bring Back My Bar from November 2020. Now we're going to move to the Bring Back My Bar of June 2020. And if I am not mistaken, there's 25 bars, and I have all 25 bars. So let's see. Yes, I do. I have all 25 bars of this one. So starting with Banana Nut Bread, which is one that seems to get voted back quite often. Banana nut bread right from the oven with ripe bananas, nuts, and spices. I think it smells just like banana nut bread. It just doesn't last a super long time. So I like having a few, but it's not something that I personally would keep in my club because of the fact that I don't get the performance that I want from it. And as much as I like it, it's not one of those that I'll keep in my club even though it doesn't perform. So I do have 5. So I have a nice little stash of banana nut bread. Then the next one is Beach. And Beach said papaya and honeydew sweetened with a hint of coconut. Beach was pretty good. Wasn't my favorite, and I knew that it wouldn't be because of the papaya. But let's see. Beach, I have 3. So I had 5, it says, but I have 3 now. So we're good there. Then the next one is called Beach Daisy. And Beach Daisy says, honeydew melon, wild daisies, and green apple make a bouquet of fresh picked paradise. And Beach Daisy, I believe, is the one that many people have compared to Here Comes the Sunflowers. I can't say that. I think that, well, maybe. They kind of smell alike, but I much prefer Beach Daisy over Here Comes the Sunflowers. I think Beach Daisy is much, much nicer. And for Beach Daisy, I have 11. I stocked up on that one. I thought it was really good, and I picked up 11 of them. Or I have 11 of them still, I should say. Then the next one in the list is Blueberry Rush. And my first experience with Blueberry Rush was a car bar that I had picked up in a flash sale and held on to it for a long time. I need some coffee. Sorry. And decided finally one day to go ahead and put it in my car and use it. And from that moment on, I was like, oh, I need me some Blueberry Rush. That Blueberry Rush smelled so good that when it came back and to bring back my bar, I was super happy. Super happy. And I will say that I think I enjoyed the car bar, though, more than I enjoy the wax. The wax is really good, but I think I liked the car bar more. Maybe because it doesn't go through the different notes. I liked that overall scent that it had in the car bar more than I do the wax. But Blueberry Rush, I have 6. So I'm going to enjoy those. And then the next one was Bubblegum. And Bubblegum says, the true scent of baseball card bubblegum, sugar, and cotton candy with a hint of mint. And they're not kidding. That smells exactly like one of those big fat, what is it, bazooka bubblegums or something like that? I don't know. Big pink one that you have to like chew and chew, you know. That's what it smells like. It smells like bubblegum. I don't know that I like the smell of bubblegum, but I don't know that I'd want the whole house to smell like bubblegum. And so I think I only have the one. I picked up, because I would have picked up the whole kit at the time. And so I have the one that I picked up that way. Then I have Cashmere. And that was a good scent that I really liked. I thought it smelled good. It says, sheer floral bouquet combines Moroccan jasmine, lily of the valley, and bergamot. I thought it was a really good scent. And Cashmere, I have 6. I have written next to it that I had 10 before, but now I have 6. So I've been trying to go through that stash. Then the next one is Cherry Limeade. And Cherry Limeade, okay. It says zesty key lime, sweet cherry, and juicy berry. A delicious scent reminiscent of a soda fountain drink. And I do remember that. It smells just like a cherry limeade. That it does. At least on cold sniff. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've ever warmed it because originally I had picked up quite a few because the friend who works with my husband, who he only likes go-go mango. His wife likes certain scents. She likes a lot of fruity scents, and she had liked the cherry limeade, so I had picked up extras in case she wanted some more. But I've gone through that story. They haven't been buying lately. So cherry limeade, I still have 4 left of that one. So I'm actually looking forward to using that one this summer since I consider them mine now because she never did need them. So the next one on the list was Cherry Vanilla. And Cherry Vanilla says a delightful swirl of candied cherry and sugared almonds folded into velvety white chocolate ice cream. Oh, Cherry Vanilla ice cream is a very good ice cream. I love that ice cream. Doesn't really smell like cherry vanilla ice cream to me. And I've never done cherry vanilla by itself. I have mixed cherry vanilla with like cherry almond pie, and there's another one. There was 3 like cherry scents that I mixed together when I did cherry vanilla. No, it doesn't really smell like the ice cream to me, but it smells good. I like cherry scents, so let's see, cherry vanilla, 2. So I have 2 cherry vanillas. And then the next one on the list is coconut cotton, which originally I was using this in my bedroom, and then my husband decided one of the last times that he wasn't enjoying it, and I don't know, maybe it was the time of the year, maybe it didn't go well in the room for him, so I stopped doing it in the bedroom, but I will do it in the landing. So sun warm cotton, creamy coconut milk, bright citrus, and white sandalwood transport you to a cabana on a tropical beach. I like it. I think coconut cotton smells so good. So good. Let's see. Coconut cotton. I have 12. So I've got me an even dozen to work with. Love that. Then the next one, which is his favorite. I think this is his favorite of all the ones that I've gotten for him specifically. And that was Echo. That one is in his club. And it's not going anywhere because he really, really likes it. And Echo says sophisticated metropolitan fragrance of manly spice notes, Mediterranean citrus and herbs, and bitter orange. It is a absolutely wonderful manly scent. It really is really, really good. And it's a very strong performer. Like, this one does really well in the bedroom. This is one of those ones that you almost have to turn it off at least the first night because it's really strong. But it lasts for days. And like I said, it's in his club, and we have 7 because we probably warm it regularly. So then the next one on the list is Eucalyptus. And Eucalyptus, I was a little disappointed. It didn't do as I had hoped. I had picked up, I think I picked up originally like 6 bars because cold sniff, I thought it smells just like the Vicks Vapo Rub. And as a kid, my parents used to use the oil Vicks in the humidifier for me because it seems like I was always had a cold when I was sick. So, I mean, when I was little. So, I love the smell of Vicks. I mean, absolutely love it. And cold sniff, I thought that's exactly what it smelled like. And still do. I think it smells just like Vicks. But warming, it changes a little bit. And it doesn't smell quite like it. And it doesn't perform long enough. I don't think it throws well enough, and I don't think it lasts long enough. So I'm glad I have a few bars for maybe a day when I'm feeling ill and want to have that smell of the eucalyptus. So I do have 4 bars of that. Then the next one was the surprise for me and my sister, right, Bessie? And that is fresh cut grass. And fresh cut grass says fresh cut grass, wild fern, and morning dew are just like a freshly cut fairway on a cool summer morning. And that, when you just hear fresh cut grass, you think, I don't want to smell grass in my house. I love green scents, so that part doesn't really bother me per se, but I even had that feeling of, I don't know, fresh cut grass, that seems, if anything, that probably brought back memories of when I was a kid in grammar school, and you'd go to the cafeteria and they'd have spinach, and the big joke was always when we had spinach in the cafeteria was, oh, they must have cut the grass today. And I remember one time we were having spinach and there was the guy outside cutting the grass, and I thought, you see, we're having grass for lunch. And I love spinach. Absolutely love it. I just didn't like it in the school cafeteria. They didn't do it right. But anyways, when I got fresh cut grass, I thought it was fantastic. I love it. It has this sweet smell to it. I don't know if it's the fern or the morning dew, but it is so good. And I purposely sent my sister a bar and told her that I was sending her a bar. And I know she probably was thinking, oh, okay, great. What am I going to do? A fresh cut grass? And she liked it. So neither one of us kept it in our club, but I really, really like it. And I am going to sparingly use my fresh cut grass because I really, really like it. But fresh cut grass, I have 4. Let's see. Then the next one that was on the list was Fuzzy Blanket. And that is a really nice lavender scent. It says snuggle up to the soft scent of lavender, sandalwood, and sweet honeysuckle. And I'm guessing it's that sweet honeysuckle that really softens that lavender and makes it this really beautiful, sweet smell. And it has that scent. It's called Fuzzy Blanket, and that's kind of what it makes you think of, is this really nice fuzzy warm blanket that you put around you when it's cold and you just want to snuggle up. Kind of, I guess, would kind of remind you maybe of like the scent Snuggle Up that came out in the Catching Z's, but I find Fuzzy Blanket softer and sweeter. So Fuzzy Blanket, I have 7, so I'm good to go on that one. Then this one, I think I have quite a bit of this one. This one is Grape Granita, and I really liked Grape Granita. It says sun-warmed grape. I love the scent of grape. Sun-warmed grape and pineapple with undertones of honeysuckle. And this, wow, it's like grape juice, or, you know, one of those, not grape juice like you get like Welch's, but like a kid's grape juice, like, love it. Or grape popsicle, something like that. Gosh, I love the Grape Granita, and it throws big time. And can't remember if it lasted a super long time, but it throws really, really well. I think I got decent performance from it, at least enough that I wanted to have it for a little while. And I have 12, but I have 12 not because I wanted 12. I wanted 6, but that same lady who I had gotten the cherry limeade for, I had gotten an extra 6 Grape Granita for her. And again, but I'm totally okay with that because I love Grape Granita, and now that I have 12, I am going to have a lot of fun doing this one in the summertime. And I think I'm going to put like quite a few cubes in my mudroom because that one's the one that travels up those back stairs. I think it'll do really well. I'll do another day in that room in the above the garage. I'm gonna have lots of fun with it. So the next one was one that I was anxious to try when it came out for the Bring Back My Bar, and that is Happy Birthday. And Happy Birthday says a candy-licious confection of sparkling sugar, fluffy whipped cream, and vanilla extract. I thought this one did decent. I would say, kind of it's obviously a bakery scent, and I like bakery scents. I'm just not super crazy about them. I don't always pull those out right away. And I thought it did well when I warmed it by itself, and then I thought it did even better when I warmed it with some other things. So I enjoy the Happy Birthday, but I did not keep that in my club. Happy Birthday, I have 5. So I think those 5 will last me quite a while. And one of the things I noticed when I was pulling the Bring Back My Bar sheets, I pulled the one from January 2019 because I was looking for some other bars. And that's where I had found that apple s'mores had already come out. That's probably where I picked up that apple s'mores that I had. Banana nut bread came out back then. Had tried that one. Central Park Pralines had come out back then. Had tried that one back then. That's where I tried that one. And then I noticed some that were in here. Oh, and Vanilla Suede was in there. Love that one. That's how we got into my club. But then I noticed some in here that I thought, I guess because I was new and I wasn't buying a lot, didn't know if I wanted to try some of these things. There's some in here that, like, January 2019, like I said, I was buying. Happy Birthday was in that Bring Back My Bar. And here I was in June of 2020 going, oh, I can't wait to try Happy Birthday. Well, if I had bought it back in January of 19, I already would have known what it smelled like, but I didn't pick that up back then. Jumpin' Jelly Bean was in that one back then. Rockin' Ruby Raz, which I had said had been in the Easter collection for 2020. Rockin' Ruby Raz was in that Bring Back My Bar. What else did I see? I've never tried World Traveler. I've never tried Dark Harbor. And those are two scents that I've always wondered if they were any good. They were in that one, as well as Blueberry Rush. Again, had I known, had I been paying attention, I could have tried some of these way back when. So don't be too scared to try some of these when they actually come out, because you might find it, 2 years later and think, gosh, why didn't I ever try this? Yeah, because you didn't get it the first time. Anyways, next bar is another one of my husband's favorites, and that is Hemingway, which I think I found on one of those sheets also. But Hemingway says, but I think it was from before I would have been buying. Hemingway says, rich, ripe apples and warm, woody accents of sandalwood and cedar with hints of spice. Such a good scent. Such a good scent. It's that apple with a nice, rich wood scent in the background. Or maybe more rich wood scent with a nice, sweet apple in the background. I think the wood comes out a little bit more than the apple does, at least for us. And Hemingway, I have 7. And that one is also in my husband's club. So we're going to keep getting that one. Then what I just mentioned that had been in the January of 19 Bring Back My Bar, and then now was in the June 2020 Bring Back My Bar, was Jumpin' Jelly Bean. And of course that was my first encounter with it because I'm too dumb to buy it back in January of 19. Such a nice, sweet, sweet, sweet jelly bean kind of scent. Sweet pear. It's really good. I've said before, I like mixing that one with that Circle of Life from the License Collection. I enjoy doing that. And I have 4 of those. Then another one that is a very popular scent, and that is Pink Haze. And Pink Haze says a sweet confection of berries, nectarines, and vanilla-laced whipped cream nestled in marshmallow fondant. I think I had tried Pink Haze before this Bring Back My Bar, but I can't be certain. I don't have it written down anywhere, and I didn't go look it up in my transactions. But I have 7. And this is one that I struggle with whether I should have kept it in my club. I think I wound up not keeping it in my club because for me it's more of a medium performer. It's a really nice scent, but it's one that I tend to enjoy like in this room or the half bath or something. And there's only so many bars I can do of it, so I didn't want to keep that one in my club. But Pink Haze, what did I say? I have 7 bars, so I'm good with that. Then the next one was Rio Beach. And Rio Beach says the scent of sun, surf, sand, and samba. Coconut milk, tropical fruit, and tonka bean. This was one that I really, really liked. I loved Rio Beach, and I found that it performed really well. I enjoy doing this one, especially in my bedroom. I just like that beachy, summery scent in the bedroom. It just, gosh, it's one of those that you walk in the room and you just kind of want to take those deep breaths and smell that summertime kind of scent. I really like Rio Beach, and I think at one point I had it in my club, and then I chose to, I don't know if it was that they put it on the clearance or if I just stocked up, but Rio Beach, I still have 13. I have listed that a little before this I had 15, so I still have 13. I'm going to enjoy that one in the summertime. I'm going to make it last me some summers. because that is such a beautiful scent. I love Rio Beach. Then another one that's for my hubby, and that is Route 66 or Route 66, however you pronounce that first word, route. And it says a windswept drive in a convertible, an exhilarating breeze of citrus, herbs, and musk. Yeah, I get the citrus in there for sure. It's a really, really nice scent. I don't know, I guess maybe it verges on manly, but combination of the scents, but maybe because of the musk or something in the herbs. It's a really good scent, and we enjoy this one also in the bedroom. So, and again, that one is in his club, and Route 66, I have 10. Probably because I'm not melting them as fast as probably I was getting them, because I think at one point they were in my monthly, and they have since moved to every 3 months, so I won't get them as often anymore. Oh no, his is set to every 2 months, so I might have to change this to every 3 months. Then the next one on the list is Simply Rose. And Simply Rose, let's see, I actually don't mind it as much. I still have 2. When I first got the collection, when I first got my set of the 25 bars, the lady that I was talking about, she wanted to order some of the bars. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to let her take, because she was getting like one of different scents. So I thought I'll just let her take from my initial kit, and then I'll turn around and reorder them. But I'll sniff them first to see whether I'd want to reorder them, right? So I thought that actually works out pretty good. So one of the ones that she had on her list was Simply Rose. And when she came to get her order, I told her, I said, look, please sniff through all of them that you're getting. And then if there's one in there that you don't like, because she hadn't smelled them either, I said, if there's one that you don't like, I'm happy to trade it out for a different scent. I don't want you to feel like you're stuck with something that you don't like. So Simply Rose was one of the ones that she had picked, and Simply Rose came back to me. That was one that she did not like the scent the way it was. Again, I said she likes fruity scents. So Simply Rose, I don't know why they picked it in the first place, but because he only likes Go-Go Mango and she likes fruity scents. So, but Simply Rose came back to me, and I have mixed it with fresh cut grass and one of the next ones coming up called Thunderstorm. And I thought it did really well with those. So I don't mind the, what did I say? I have 2. The 2 that I have, I'm going to enjoy them. Then the next one on the list is Southern Evening. And Southern Evening is probably one of the first scents that probably kind of launched my adventure into Scentsy. My husband went to a golf tournament thing that they had. This was a couple of years ago, obviously. And they had, you go there and a lot of times they'll have things that you can bid on, So he bid on that basket where I keep my open wax. It was that basket, and it had some warmers in it, and it had some bars in it, and it wasn't all Scentsy, but it was the majority of it was Scentsy. And he actually won. And so that was a gift for me. He's such a sweet man. I love him so much. But one of the bars in there was Southern Evening. And he actually liked it more than I did because it says French lavender, geranium, subtle fruits, and white musk will prove an enchanting escape. So I thought it was a really good scent. It definitely had a tendency towards manly. But I wasn't crazy about the lavender. It's not a sweet lavender. So the lavender had that effect on me where some days I thought, oh, this smells really good. And other times I was like, no, I don't really like it. But it's what got me started technically with warming Scentsy wax. So Southern Evening has a special place in my heart because it reminds me of the fact that my husband bid on a basket for me and won it and brought it home to me. And I still have that basket sitting right there. So Southern Evening, I have 6. Next one on the list is another really good one, and that is Sugar. And sugar says fruity blend of lemon drops and cotton candy. And this really is a really, really nice scent. It does remind me of that other one that I said, that Spun Sugar and Vanilla from the Mix It collection. But that Spun Sugar one is a more charred kind of sugar smell. But I like the sugar. I just find that, again, for me, it becomes one of those that I'm going to put in here or the half bath. And I can't have 50 bars for just those rooms. So I did not put it in my club. And I have 4. So I'm going to enjoy those 4. I'm going to slowly use them so that I can enjoy them, but I will use them. And then the next one on the list is the one that I mentioned a few minutes ago, and that is Thunderstorm, which I have mixed with Simply Rose. Thunderstorm says refreshing moss, sharp clove, and spicy rose, or like the breeze in a storm. To me, Thunderstorm smelled like fresh cut grass, which was another scent. To me, it was a combination of fresh cut grass with a floral. Maybe I wouldn't say as strong as like Simply Rose, but it definitely had a floral scent. So it definitely, to me, smelled like it's a, I don't ever open the windows if it's raining because I don't want to get water in the house, but that's what it smelled like. Maybe you're sitting on a back porch that's, got a screen or something, and you can smell outside and it's raining, and so you could smell how the fresh rain, and it's getting the grass wet and it's getting the flowers wet, so the smell is coming from the flowers and the grass. And that's what I get from Thunderstorm, and I loved it. I really, really did. I think I even had it in my club for a little while, and after I accumulated quite a few bars, I thought, okay, it's time to get out because I'm not going to warm it that often. So Thunderstorm, I have 9 bars. So it's going to last me a while, but I will definitely enjoy it. And then the last one from the collection, number 25, is White Sands. And White Sands says night blooming jasmine, softened by coconut milk and rice, enveloped in the gentlest breeze. And this is another one that I thought was fantastic. Yeah, love that. This is the one, maybe it's a combination of the night blooming jasmine and the coconut milk. This is the one that, to me, it doesn't have tobacco flower in it, but this, to me, has that kind of scent to it. Gosh, I love White Sands. And I obviously have done a great job of... oh, look at that. I wrote down that it was originally in my Scentsy Club in October of 2018. So must have been in a Bring Back My Bar, or must have been in the catalog or something. But I had put this in my club back in October 2018. Obviously would have lost it when I became a consultant in May of 2019 and changed my club. But I had 14 bars the last time I had looked. I stopped doing my inventory a couple of months ago. I got tired of doing it. But I had 14, and I'm actually down to 7. So I've done a great job of going through White Sands. It probably will be finished by this time next year for sure, because that is such a good scent. So that was the end of the June 2020 Bring Back My Bar. So now we're up to the... Oh, scared me. Now we're up to the January Bring Back My Bar of 2020. And I believe, yes, I have all 25 of these. The next one I won't have all 25, but I do have all 25 of this one also. So January 2020, the first one is called African Mahogany. And this was a really nice scent. It says a crisp fragrance combining precious woods with musk and amber. And it's definitely a wood kind of scent. Definitely. That's really what you get is woods. And the amber and the musk kind of provide a little bit of, doesn't really have like a manly scent to it. It just kind of provides kind of that enhancement to the woods. It's really good. I really liked it. At one point, I had it in my club. And then one of the times when I needed to clean it, I took it out. But let's see. African Mahogany. I still have 5. So I'm going to enjoy that. The next one on the list is called Amber Road. Now, I will say, talk about how, we need to kind of change things up and not keep getting the same bars. But I did vote for this one when it was in the list the last time in the fall one, I guess, whatever. Because I was dumb enough to take this one out of my club. Amber Road says, open a box of treasure, handpicked from exotic lands to discover glowing red cedar and resinous incense. This one, when you smell it in the clamshell, it has a scent that I like. There's like an incense kind of scent, but it mixes really well with the red cedar. So you get the balance of the cedar with like a little bit of an incense kind of smell. And I remember I liked it. It was in my club and I enjoyed it. And it became one of those bars, kind of like African Mahogany, that it just kind of sat around. Was put into one of the cubes, forgot about it, hadn't warmed it in ages. And I was cleaning out my club and I thought, you know what? I need to take Amber Road out. I don't warm that. In my mind, I'm thinking, I must not like it that much. I'm going to take it out. So I took it out of my club. And then a couple of months later, I came across a bar and I thought, okay, I'm going to add it to my warming basket or whatever and warm it. And I warmed it in my bedroom. And I could have kicked myself for taking it out of the club. Oh my gosh. So when I had the opportunity on one of the last things to vote for, I voted for it. I voted and I voted and I voted. And it's not one of those ones I guess it's going to make it back. But I definitely tried. So Amber Road, I have 4. So I will be very sparing with my last 4 Amber Roads because I really, really like it. The next one on the list is Apple Press. And Apple Press says the smell of crisp fall days, crunchy apples, juicy pears, and just a hint of the last full roses of the summer. I don't remember really enjoying Apple Press that much. It has a definite apple scent, but I think maybe it didn't perform well. Maybe that's what it was. Because I love apple scents. And Apple Press does not make an impression on me. Which makes me think it did not do so well for me. So Apple Press, I have 1. So yeah, it must not have done all that great that I just have 1 extra one. The next one on the list is Bananarama. Isn't that the name of a group? Bananarama. Bananarama says sweet, golden, ripe bananas. Smell, again, that reminds me a lot of banana berry. Probably for me because I really don't pick up the berry so much in the banana berry. I pick it up a little bit when it's warming. But on cold sniff, to me, banana berries smell like banana runts, right? The candy. Well, that's what Bananarama smells like. And it's not going to have other stuff. So that to me is like banana runts. I like it. Bananarama. So Bananarama. I only have the 1 though. So I haven't wanted to warm that one. I actually planned on warming it as a combination with banana nut bread and what was the other banana scent? There was another banana scent at some point. I don't know. But I planned on warming it together with that. Then, here we go. This one was in the Bring Back My Bar, January 2020, and was in the Scents of the Season last year. But I had said that I had it in my Bring Back My Bar, and that is Blue Christmas. And I absolutely adore Blue Christmas. I picked up quite a few when they had it back then, and I think they might have even had it in the clearance or something, and I picked up some then, and so it's in my club now, so I probably have quite a bit of it. because Blue Christmas says holiday fragrance of orange peels, cloves, fir needles, and cinnamon sticks. And I love Blue Christmas. I think it is a fantastic, when it comes to like a tree kind of scent, oh my gosh, love it. Absolutely love Blue Christmas. And that's the one that I put in my bedroom a couple of times, and my husband, both times, I think I did it twice. Both times I did it, he commented, I don't know what you got in here, but it smells really good. It was Blue Christmas. So, oh, you know what? I don't have Blue Christmas listed in my Bring Back My Bar because I think I had it listed in the LTO. And if I'm not mistaken, I have 7 bars of Blue Christmas because I remember seeing it on the list for LTO. So I have 7 bars of Blue Christmas. Then the next one is Crisp Orchard Air. And Crisp Orchard Air says elegant quince jam, crisp green apple, and sandalwood. And this one, yeah, Cold Sniff smells great. Again, it's an apple scent. I love apple. I like sandalwood. But this one did not perform well enough for me. So I probably don't have very much of it. Oh, I have 3. I don't know why, but I have 3. All right. So the next one in the list is called Frosted White Birch. And Frosted White Birch says a cool breeze of peppermint frost, eucalyptus and lavender gently warms to blonde woods, fir needle, and amber. Cold Sniff, it's not like super what you call it. Okay. I was going to say, I don't really smell a lot coming from the bar, but this was one that I kind of remembered, that I think I might have tried it prior to this Bring Back My Bar. And I think I remembered liking it. So I actually have 5 of the Frosted White Birch. Again, it doesn't really have it smelling like Cold Sniff. It's kind of nondescript. It's not even like, ooh, it's really, no, not really. But I remember liking it when it warmed. So I do have quite a bit of that. Then this next one, this one is called Hawaiian Paradise. It's got like a goldenrod kind of color to it. And it says buffet of Hawaiian fruits, pineapple, banana, mango, papaya, and coconut. So right in there, there's 2 scents that I'm not crazy about. Papaya is one of them, and pineapple is the other. And I've said that pineapple, it depends on how they do it, whether it's going to be the kind that I like. And I wrote down that it came back in the Bring Back My Bar January 2020. And then I have that I originally purchased it in a flash sale in July of 2019. So if this bar could very well be from the Bring Back My Bar January 2020, because like I said, I did buy the whole kit, so I would have gotten one. But in the flash sale, like I said before, you're in a flash sale. You don't have time for descriptions. If it's a scent that you don't even know, you're going to go by the name. And I saw Hawaiian Paradise, and I thought, oh, that's probably going to be one that I'm going to like. It's going to be summery. I was probably thinking coconut, tropical kind of coconut kind of scent, you know. And I have 5. And I know that there are people who love this scent. Now, this is a scent, I will finish it, but this is a scent that I will put in the mudroom. I'll let it travel up the stairs. I'll let it kind of scent that whole area. But this, to me, the pineapple is just overpowering, overbearing. To me, the pineapple borders on, my best way of describing the pineapple for me is fermented. Like, you let that pineapple get so ripe that it is fermenting at this point. It's about to turn into alcohol, that kind of thing. It's just way, way too strong for me. And I'm sure there are people who love that scent, but nope. So I will use it in there, and maybe if I ever get around to putting a warmer outside, like on a table for sitting outside, I might use it there where it'll scatter throughout the whole yard kind of thing, but that's not necessarily for me. Hawaiian Paradise. All right. And I said I have 5. Then the next one, every time I see this bar, I think of Patricia G. And that is Ice Hotel. This is not one of her favorites. And it says, surround yourself with crystalline ice and pure white snow, which so far sounds good, right? As you breathe in a cool, magical fragrance of blue mint, Arctic pine, and winter citrus. And I don't hate it, but I could see probably why she doesn't like it. It's not a favorite of mine either. I think when I used it, I tried warming it at the same time with like Whiteout and Mad About Mint so that I could try to kind of cover a little bit of the scent. Some people obviously love it because it got voted back in, but it's not really one of my favorites either. So I'm with Patricia on that one. So Ice Hotel, I have 1. Then the next one, I must have looked at the wrong thing for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what I'm grabbing. All right, so the next one is one of my favorites, and that is Luscious Lemon. I adore this scent. And it just says light, creamy lemon. And yeah, that's basically what it is. It smells slightly different than Squeeze the Day. And to be honest, between the two, I probably prefer Luscious Lemon a little more than Squeeze the Day. And of course, I love lemon and lime scents. So Luscious Lemon in my club, not going anywhere. Definitely not going anywhere. Luscious Lemon. I have 5. I use it regularly, so I'm not going to have a problem with that one. Next on the list is Mad About Mint. And when I mentioned this one when I was going through my LTOs and I was talking about the North Calls from Frozen 2, I said that I like mixing it with Mad About Mint and another one that'll be coming up called Whiteout. Those 3 together, I like together. So Mad About Mint says an icy cold blast of mint, spicy peppermint, refreshing spearmint, and frosted wintergreen. So you have a combination of peppermint, spearmint, and wintergreen. It's phenomenal if you like mint scents. I think I get, I think I get spearmint and wintergreen more than peppermint. I think the peppermint maybe balances a little more because sometimes I find peppermint a little too spicy kind of. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love Mad About Mint. And at some point I took that out of my club. Mad About Mint, I have 5. Then Orange Dreamsicle would have been the next one on the list in the Bring Back My Bars. It says a classic combination of fresh orange swirled with vanilla cream. And if you think an orange creamsicle, that's Orange Dreamsicle. That's exactly what it is. And so for me, this is a smack dab right in the middle of summer and perfect for if you were actually having a barbecue and, put this in the warmer and man, you've got the smell of your barbecue stuff going and then you have that smell of that orange creamsicle and make you want some dessert after. I do like orange creamsicle and orange dreamsicle, sorry. Orange dreamsicle. I like the creamsicle too. I have 2. So the next one was called Perfect Oatmeal. And perfect oatmeal, I only have one, and I know why. Perfect oatmeal says a glorious way to wake up. Brown sugar oatmeal topped with toasted almonds and dotted with juicy, dark currants. They lost me at currants. I don't like currants in my wax. I don't like that scent. And I love oatmeal. So this to me does not come across as oatmeal. I do not get oatmeal from this. So I think originally I picked up 2 sets of the Bring Back My Bars. So that's why I still have one of these, because I would have warmed one. And that's why I still have one left. So perfect oatmeal. Then this is the next one that was in the Bring Back My Bar. This is a really good one, but from what I've heard, it's one of those scents that not like one of those more dividing kind of scents. And that is pistachio ice cream. I find it to be delicious. Pistachio ice cream and coconut garnish vanilla meringue. It doesn't perform super well, but this for me is one of those scents that I went ahead and put it in my club for a little while, because while it's going, I really, really enjoy it. I'll put it in the TV room and have it going in the warmers right there while I'm sitting there. And in the summertime, yes, I do like pistachio ice cream. And pistachio ice cream, I have 6. So that'll last me a while. All right, then the next one on the list is called Plumeria. And Plumeria says Hawaiian plumeria and night-scented jasmine mingled with succulent pear. Very floral. Very, very floral. And I have 2. So I must have picked up another one because I must have thought it was decent, and probably one that I would have used with like fresh cut grass or Thunderstorm, because I like mixing deeper florals with those greens so that it kind of cuts some of that floral for me. Because I like floral, I just don't want it to be overpowering. So that's a perfect way for me to use those greens, is to mix it with a flower. So it smells good, but it's definitely a stronger kind of floral. And like I said, I have 2. So next one, this is one that I probably would mix it with, and that is called Rainforest. And Rainforest says amber and soft musk combined with earthy fern, crisp citrus, and fresh, barely ripe berries. I don't even remember what this one smells like. Oh yeah, definitely green. At least to me. I get a green note from Rainforest. I'm trying to get it out. Trying to see if I can smell the bottom. Come on. Yeah, definitely. And I get a little bit of the citrus. But definitely the earthy fern. That's what I get from it mostly. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of what I have of Rainforest, which is 3. I still have 3 Rainforest. All right, we're almost at the end of this particular one. I've got a few more to go. The next one is Redwood and Cedar. And Redwood and Cedar say a fresh scent with texture and warmth reminiscent of a cedar chest, cedar closet. Yeah. I mixed this with something originally, and that's how I liked it the best. Redwood and Cedar, in terms of when it's warming, is it my favorite? No. I do like wood scents, so I like that cedar in there, the redwood and the cedar. I'm trying to remember what I used to warm it with. I cannot remember for the life of me right now what it was. But I like it, and I think what I liked most about it was that it threw really, really well, and it lasted a long time for me. So I've actually used it on the landing in like the fall time. So it does really well there. And let's see, did I say how many I had? Redwood and Cedar, I have 5. So still got quite a while to go on the redwood and cedar. Then the next one in here, I think I just heard Patricia G mention this one too. Trying to remember. I have to watch it again. Anyways, the next one was Rosemary Mint. And Rosemary Mint says, soothing mint and tea tree cool over soft, vitalizing rosemary. And I did use, I had an open bar in there. I think I finished it. Might still be in there. Might have a cube or two left of there. But this is one that I like to do in the kitchen. I like that minty scent, but that rosemary that comes with it. This is a really nice one. I enjoy this one. I'm going to start putting them back in here because my box is full. Then the next one that was on the list was Rustic Lodge. And Rustic Lodge says warm fragrance of cedar, oak, and musk with traces of wood smoke and fallen leaves. So definitely a wood kind of scent. Borders on manly. I like it. I like it, but it's gonna be in that I like it and I enjoy warming it, but I don't want to have a ton of it kind of thing. But let's see, Rustic Lodge. Oh, I must have dwindled my supply because I know I had not a lot, but I had a bit of it for a while and I have one left. So I'm doing pretty good with that one. Then the next one is Spiced Berries. And Spiced Berry says frankincense and myrrh. That makes me think of church. Frankincense and myrrh waft beneath decadent berries to create a timeless scent. It kind of reminds me of like a cinnamon scent. And I know frankincense and myrrh are, oils that are used a lot of times I think in incense, but I get the berries more on the bottom when I'm smelling it. It's a scent that, again, it's one of those, I don't mind warming it. I kind of enjoy it when it's going, but not something that I want to have a ton of. So Spiced Berries. There it is. I have 3. So I obviously liked it. So I've got 3 of those. And the next one, I think I should only have one of these. Yeah, I only have one of these. And that is Sugar and Spice. And you think sugar and spice and everything nice. And it says treat yourself as a crunchy candy coating gives way to black licorice. Filling, spicy, herbal, and sweet. So if you like the smell of licorice, black licorice on top of that, wow, sweaty. You would probably like Sugar and Spice. I am not a black licorice person. I don't like black licorice. But the way I think I used this one the last time because I only have one, so I had another one. I think what I did was there is another one coming up in the next grouping that I think I used to mix it with that one. And I'll tell you when I get to it. All right. So then the next one is called Sunny and Share. And it's a beautiful yellow wax. It says let me pick this up so I can read it better. A sunny shore washed clean by a spring shower. Soft sea air, golden citrus, and dewy driftwood, scattered with white beach daisies. This one was a phenomenal performer for me. Super strong, super strong. I remember one of the first times I warmed it, and I would tend to do this a lot, is on an initial warm, I would normally put it in that half bath because I keep the door closed. It's a small area. And that way, if it's not a strong performer, I can still get a gauge for what it smells like. Sunny and Share was a scent that I had to open the door. Had to. And not because I didn't like the scent. I really liked the scent. It was just that powerful. I could not. And again, back then I had a mini warmer in that bathroom. So it only put 1 cube in there, and it was that strong. I had to open the door because I couldn't take it with the door closed. So yeah, I thought it did phenomenally. I liked it. By the time I realized that, I couldn't get any more past what I had already gotten. So I have 2. So I have 2 Sonny and Cher. Then this one was one that, oh my gosh, beautiful smelling. Absolutely beautiful smelling. It's called Tahitian Black Orchid. Phenomenal smelling when you smell in the clam. Seductive tapestry of black orchid, dark plum, coconut milk, and white rose. Weaves a mysterious tale full of sweet surprises. This is one that when you open it, kind of like that Showered in Flowers from the Find Your Happy collection. It smells really, really good. Tahitian Black Orchid is one that you want to keep smelling. It just smells so pretty. So, so pretty. And I remember thinking that when I first smelled it, when I got the set, I smelled it and I remember thinking, oh, that's going in my club and it's probably going to stay there until I warmed it. Again, I would have warmed it first in that half bath, and I'm really glad I did, because had I warmed it anywhere else, I would have thought I had a dud. It was so soft. It was ridiculous. I mean, in that half bath, I could smell it, and it smelled good, but it was super, super, super soft. It just did not perform, and I think a lot of people had that same reaction to it, that it smells really good, but you just can't smell it. And if they were doing it in a different room, they would have felt like it's not hardly even there. So I have kept what I have. God, it really is. It's a beautiful scent, but I've kept it specifically for that half bath because I can't put it anywhere else. So Tahitian Black Orchid, I have 2. Holding on to my last 2, partially hoping that it will cure better and smell better, and I also know only that one room, can't do it anywhere else. Then the next one is the second to last one in this group, and that is Wassail. And Wassail says, fruity bouquet of tangy oranges, apples, and mulling spices. And it smells fantastic. It really, really does. The apples, the oranges, the mulling spices. To me, it has more of an apple kind of scent to it. I don't get the orange so much. But when these came in, this one I thought smelled so good. It had a nice apple scent. I love apple scents. And I put this one in the TV room. And at the time, I had the 2 warmers on the TV stand. And I put 2 cubes in each. And we were sitting on the sofa, not that far from the TV stand. Put the bars in, and after like a couple of hours, I looked at my husband and I'm like, do you smell the bars that I put in? And he's like, I don't think so. I even went and stood over it, and I smelled nothing. It was like a complete dud. They had forgotten to put the scent in it, but I knew it was there because I smelled it cold sniff, and I thought it was delicious. So I never warmed it again after that until, I want to say this, because this came out in January 2020. So I warmed it, I think, in like November or December of 2020. And I finally smelled it, but it wasn't that strong. So I felt like, okay, might be curing. So I'm holding on to this one in hopes that one will. And so Wassail, I have 1. Yeah, that's my last one. And then the other bar that I was mentioning earlier, Whiteout, which is the one that I like to mix with Mad About Mint and the North Calls. Love that one. That one's more of the, It says exhilarating blast of cool peppermint and sweet golden apple blanketed over frosty winter pine. I don't know that I get the apple that much. I really get the peppermint, but I get a sweeter peppermint, not that kind of spicy peppermint. So I'm guessing the apple helps with that. And I don't know that I've ever picked up the pine in warming. Maybe a little here, but every time I take a deep breath, I just keep smelling peppermint. It's kind of hard to get past the peppermint smell. It smells good, but that's what I'm smelling. And I don't think, I've always done the mixture with the Mad About Mint and the North Calls. So I don't think I've ever done it by itself. Maybe I'll have to try that just to see if I pick up the other scents. But for me, it's that sweet peppermint that mixes well with what I think the other two smell more of wintergreen and spearmint, even though it says it has peppermint. So anyways, that is the Bring Back My Bar from January 2020. And then, my last Bring Back My Bar section is from July of 2019. So this one, I don't have every one, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the ones that I do have. So the first one that I do have, I mentioned before, and that is Autumn Sunrise. So if you remember in the discontinued, I had one called Autumn Sunset, and I said that there was one that I have from the Bring Back My Bar that I believe was the accompanying pair to that one being Autumn Sunset, and this one is Autumn Sunrise. So the Sunset one had a kind of a more reddish kind of color, but more of a wine kind of color, and then this one is more orange. Autumn Sunrise says a warm blend of tart pomegranate, raspberry, nutmeg, and spice cinnamon sticks pairs perfectly with chilly fall mornings. And I will say I have yet to mix the two together. I'm looking forward to, I'm gonna have to pull it out and actually maybe like put on my calendar for the fall time to mix the two, because if not, fall will go past me and I will have forgotten, and then I'll be like, oh, I'll do it next year. So I'm gonna have to make myself a note to do it. Smells really good. I get the nutmeg. I get a little bit of the cinnamon, mostly nutmeg, and then I think I get the pomegranate. It smells really good. I like it. And helps if I say how many I have. So Autumn Sunrise, I have 3. Then the next one... the next one on the list was Blackcurrant Bubbly, which is where I said I originally tried Blackcurrant Bubbly. I used the one that I had. I did not purchase any more. Again, it just wasn't like one of my favorites. So the next one I do have is called Cambridge. And Cambridge says sweet lemon and pine needle with an intriguing dash of vetiver. I thought Cambridge was really good. Oh, this one's kind of wet. Definitely has on the manly side, and I'm guessing because of the vetiver. But I really like Cambridge. I enjoy that one. And I have 2. I only have 2 left of Cambridge. Then this beautiful bar, Cherry Almond Pie. So that's what it is. The other one is what? Apple cherry... Is it apple cherry strudel? Something like that. Apple cherry something, which I think has been in the catalog. Then the cherry vanilla from that other Bring Back My Bar. And then cherry almond pie from this Bring Back My Bar were the 3 that I would melt together. So cherry almond pie says Orville's favorite dessert. Graham crackers, sweet almond cream, and cherries. And I don't really get like the bakery part so much. I get the cherry and almond. And I love that combination. I think it smells really, really good. I like it. It's not a super strong performer, kind of like the other ones. They perform really well for a couple of hours and then they just kind of die off. But when I did that combination of the 3, I had that up on the landing one time. I just wanted to smell it when, in the foyer area. And even my boys were like, wow, what is that? That smells so good. So yeah, we really enjoyed that. So then one that I have in my club, and I've mentioned before in my empties, and that is Coffee Tree, which, if I'm not mistaken, Coffee Tree is coming back. Yes, Coffee Tree is one of the ones coming back in the June Bring Back My Bar. Did I miss any that, I don't think so. All right, so Coffee Tree says, bold and sophisticated, wake up to the rich aroma of freshly roasted coffee beans. I really enjoy this one. But of course, I also don't have a huge selection of coffee scents to pick from with Scentsy. I mean, it's basically Coffee Tree or nothing, right? Because I actually tried to vote back in the last one from that, I can't remember what the collection was called, but it was that like Cuban collection. There was a Cuban coffee. That one I like. I like the Cuban coffee, and I was having a conversation online with Patricia, and we were talking about some of the collections, and I think she told me that she didn't think that Cuban coffee had done that well when it was originally out, so she didn't really think it would get voted back, and that made me sad because I liked the Cuban coffee scent, and for me, I already had Coffee Tree, so I was really trying to get another coffee scent in. So at least Coffee Tree is coming back. So I already have it. It's in my club, so I'm going to keep enjoying it. But it's not quite the coffee scent I would like. I like, in coffee scents, I think I would have to go with, from the Bath & Body Works, the Paris Cafe. I like that coffee scent. Coffee Tree's good, but I think I prefer that one. And Coffee Tree. I have 5. All right. So next one in the Bring Back My Bar that I do have is called Cottage Garden. And then this one recently, it's a pretty yellow wax. It recently came out of my club. This one says blend of sweet white honeysuckle, morning glory, jasmine, lily of the valley, and rose. It's not one that I get like a rose scent from though, but I definitely get floral. I mean big time floral. And not only do I get big time floral, but this thing throws. And I originally put it in my club because I didn't think I was going to like it, because this was when I was probably just starting to dip my toes into the idea of floral, and got it in the Bring Back My Bar, and I had a mini warmer in my laundry room, and I keep the door closed to my laundry room because who wants to look at that mess, right? But I had put 1 cube in that warmer of Cottage Garden, and I had left and gone somewhere with my husband, and we came home, and I opened the front door. Now the laundry room is like towards the end of the hallway, so like right past the foyer, right after you pass the foyer, on one side is the half bath and on the other side is the laundry room. So, but as soon as we opened the front door, Cottage Garden basically hit me in the face and smelled fantastic. And I thought, wow, the door is closed to the laundry and I could smell that 1 single cube of Cottage Garden all the way to the door. I thought, that's it, got to get more of that one, put it in my club. It's such a good performer. But I did recently take it out because I felt like, okay, I've had it for quite a while. I need to make room for other things. Haven't really even been able to warm it that much. Like I said, it's been one of those, it's kind of been hidden away, if anything. So I still have 7 Cottage Garden. Now, the next one, the next one actually on the list is Cutie Pie Cupcake, which was just recently in the November one. So that was when I tried it, was back in the July of 2019. So you already know about Cutie Pie Cupcake. Then the next one that's in the list, I didn't have a full bar, but I remembered that I had an open bar in my little basket right here. So I went ahead and pulled the open bar. Again, this is from July of 19, and it's called, I guess I should show you, huh? It's called Flirtatious. And Flirtatious says, Fruity and vibrant, a combination of green apple, grapefruit, and white amber. And I have 2 lonely little cubes left, and I keep saying I'm going to use it in the half bath because it did really well in there. I don't remember it being, I don't think it was a strong performer. I think it was one of those that worked well in a smaller enclosed kind of area. So I think it did really well in the half bath. And I keep saying I'm going to use it. I'm going to put it in the half bath. And every time I go to grab it, I think, but it's my last 2 cubes. I don't have any more because I don't have any more bars of it. So these are my last 2 cubes of Flirtatious, and I just wanted to pull it so that I could at least smell it for you. Then also from that Bring Back My Bar, kind of along the lines of Cottage Garden, this one wound up in my club also, and it's called Give Me Passion Flower. Now, given the name, I don't think I would have liked it because it's called Give Me Passion Flower. And again, I wasn't super keen about florals back then. And I don't typically like, I don't like passion fruit. I don't like papaya. I don't like those tropical kind of fruits, except for mango. Love mangoes. So it says, a luscious luau of dewy passion fruit, fresh cut mango spears, and wild hibiscus will conjure an evening at an exotic island soiree. What I will tell you is that if someone asks me, what does Give Me Passion Flower smell like? I'm not going to say passion fruit. I'm not going to say mango, and I'm not going to say wild hibiscus. To me, Give Me Passion Flower is grapefruit. It comes across as grapefruit. That's what I get from it. Maybe it's the way the mango and the passion fruit and the hibiscus blend together. It makes grapefruit for me. And case in point, I know that I said I thought it smelled like grapefruit. I still remember the first time I used this. I used it in the TV room. I probably had either 2 or 3 warmers in there. I put Give Me Passion Flower in there. My kids were out playing somewhere in the neighborhood or whatever. They came home. They walked in that back door to the sunroom, and they all said that it smelled good. And I said, what do you think it smells like? And they all said grapefruit. They all thought it was a grapefruit scent. So I wasn't the only one who thought this combination came across as grapefruit. Kids must have the same nose as me because they all thought that it smelled like grapefruit too. And I really enjoyed that. That's another one that I wound up taking out of my club to try to make some extra room. But Give Me Passion Flower. I still have 5, and I will definitely enjoy those 5. Next one on the list is Huckleberry Sage, which I know, I think this was the heartbreak one for Lisa Roberry that she obviously finally was able to get back. And I think I mentioned in the video that I did yesterday that I have determined that Huckleberry is just not a scent for me. But it says, like finding an unexpected winterberry patch, tart ruby cranberries and sweet purple huckleberries dusted with silver sage. I like the silver sage part of this. But this is actually, this one went in my club originally for my husband because he really liked Huckleberry Sage. And it's really not bad. Of the 3 Huckleberry scents that I have, Huckleberry Sage would be my favorite of the 3. But it's one of those that I'm not going to run to go warm it, but I do warm it from time to time for him because I know he liked Huckleberry Sage. So it was in my club for a little while until I needed to do some cleaning. So Huckleberry Sage, I still have 6. So Larry, you still have 6 that you can enjoy. Hopefully he'll see this eventually. Next one. Ooh, this one was a surprise for me. And I love this one. And I think I recently took it out again, cleaning, trying to eliminate some bars or whatever. So this one was from the Bring Back My Bar. First time I was able to try it. It's called Luxe Vanilla. and I absolutely adore Luxe Vanilla. It says soft tones of musk, cyclamen, and jasmine blends with the delicate scent of vanilla. Best way for me to describe Luxe Vanilla before even smelling it is I was talking about this. There was stuff that you could buy at one time when I was young. I'm aging myself here. I am, April, month of my birthday. I am about to turn 56. So I'm getting up there. But when I was young, there was like this lotion, not lotion, but like a tonic-y thing that you could put in the baby's hair after you bathed them, and it just smelled so good. So good. My youngest sister is 8 years younger than me, so I got to experience a lot of those things when she was a baby. I used to help change her diapers, cloth diapers on top of that. She owes me. But that's kind of what this reminds me of like a baby thing. It reminds me of that stuff that you would put in baby's hair when they, way back when, my kids would say in the Renaissance time or something. Golly. Love that. Absolutely love Luxe Vanilla. Love it, love it, love it. But I did take it out of my club, trying to make some room. 6. So I still have 6 bars that I get to enjoy of that. Then this one is called Maui Mist. And this one, technically, I did not count it in my inventory because I was counting ones that I purchased from Scentsy. And this is one that I loved, but I didn't keep it in my club. And then one day I found a consultant who had some bars for sale, and she was trying to get rid of a couple of Maui Mist, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll take those. Absolutely. I love Maui Mist. And it says creamy bouquet of rose. Again, I don't get rose. Creamy bouquet of rose, lilac, wood, and musk drizzled with creamy vanilla. Maui Mist to me is what I want a tropical note to smell like. Golly, it's sweet. I don't even know that I would say floral per se. I think I get the musk and the vanilla. It just, truly, I have not been to Hawaii yet, but oh my gosh, love Maui Mist. It's just not a super great performer. It's one that I absolutely do in the half bath because I want to get the most from it that I can. And so the few bars that I have of it, I am saving for that. And like I said, I didn't count it in my inventory because of that. But I did have it and I wanted to be able to show it to you. Then the next one is Melon and Apple Granita, which was in my club. And this was the other bar that I took out when I took out the strawberry and rock melon, because I was going to keep Dewey or Don't We. So Melon and Apple Granita is a really, really good scent. It says crisp apple and sweet melon surge with sparkling citrus. And you definitely get the melon in this one. I love that. Melon and Apple Granita is a really, really good scent. I enjoy it. I wish it was still in my club now, especially since I don't have the other one, but I still have 5. So I should be good. Then the next one, this one also was a really good performer for me, and that is My Only Sunshine. Nice wax. My Only Sunshine says, start your day with a smile as you experience golden tuberose and jasmine balanced by sandalwood, vanilla, and glowing amber. This one threw well, very, very well for me. Very nice. I really like it. I definitely get a floral from this. Ooh, came out of there pretty good. I definitely get a floral and I think the amber. it threw really well. I like the floral mixed with that amber kind of, so it kind of gives it more of a path towards a perfumey kind of scent, but a floral perfume. I thought it did really, really well, and I like the fact that it performed well. So I don't have many of them though. My Only Sunshine, I have 3, and trying to use those sparingly. Then this one, which was one I actually tried before this. I don't know how. I must have gotten it in something. But anyways, that's Pink Tulips. Pink Tulips. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Pink Tulip says, treasure this groundbreaking blossom in a fragrant homage accented by crisp apple, juicy raspberries, and a hint of night blooming jasmine. This is a really pretty scent. It really is. But it's one of those that for me is almost a depends on my mood kind of thing, because I've warmed it before and thought, my gosh, that is so good smelling. And then I've warmed it on other occasions where I'm like, I need to take that out. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you're just in a certain mood and certain things appeal to you and certain things don't. So Pink Tulips, let's see, how many do I have? I have 4. So I haven't warmed that one in a while because I think I just haven't really felt like I haven't been in the mood for it. So the next one in the list of Bring Back My Bars was Quiver. I did not like Quiver. I'm sorry. I think that's one that a lot of people do like, but I absolutely did not like Quiver. It had a note in there that was just overbearing, and I didn't like it. So I don't have any more Quiver. I used up the one that I had, and that's it. Then the next one, I don't have any more full bars, but it was another one that I remembered was in my basket of open bars, and I pulled it out for that reason. And this is actually the one that I tried mixing with that sugar and spice, that black licorice, because it has a similar note in there. So when I'm trying to kind of cover up the sugar and spice, I thought it mixed well with this one. Probably made it stronger, but that is Root Beer Barrel. And that's what it smells like, root beer. Like a big old barrel keg full of root beer. And being from the New Orleans area, Barq's root beer is very popular, kind of like Dr. Pepper is here in Texas. Barq's root beer was very popular in New Orleans. I'm guessing it still is. And I love Barq's root beer. Love it, love it, love it. And that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of smelling Barq's root beer. So again, it's not something that I want my whole house to smell like, but scent memories, it's the kind of thing that, every now and then, especially in the summertime, throw it in the kitchen or something and just get that smell of root beer. I like that. So this was my only bar that I still have, and I still have 6 cubes of that one. So I'm going to enjoy that. Then the next one on the list is called Salted Caramel Cupcake. And I think I remember this being a good one. It says creamy golden caramel with hints of cocoa and delicate pink sea salt crowns a buttery cupcake. I think I remember it smelling pretty good. Yeah, it kind of reminds me, smelling it here now. What's the brick that we got? Salted caramel toffee? Something like that. It kind of reminds me of that. I think it's a very similar scent to me, to that brick. I like it. I think it smells really, really good. I don't think I have. Yeah, I just have the one. I don't know. Maybe it didn't perform that well. And again, I like bakery. I really do. I just don't gear towards it. I gear towards manly scents and fruity scents, and now even floral and woods. So it's like there's all the different sections, and I love lemon and lime, so I'm going to go through citrus. So it's like bakery tends to be kind of towards the bottom of the list for me. I think it smells awesome. I just don't find myself reaching for those all the time. All right, the next one in here is called Simply Vanilla. And this was a very popular scent. It says the pure fragrance of classically warm vanilla. And oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. And when I sneeze, I think I better, like, you better cover your ears, because I'm one of those people that even if I try to keep it in, the neighborhood is going to hear me sneeze. That's how loud I sneeze. I got that from my dad. Thanks, Dad. Simply vanilla. That's what it smells like. Vanilla. Just pretty kind of sweet vanilla. I think it smells really, really good. And it's perfect as a mixer. I think it does really well in that capacity. I actually have 8. I think when it first came out, I loved it that much that I kind of stocked up. And again, they found their way into the cubes and kind of got lost probably at the bottom of one. But given that it's from 2019, right? July of 19. Here we go. Look, it's like dry, dry, dry. I love when they stay that way. I don't know why some of these other ones are getting so wet. All right, next. Stop ranting. The next one is called Spiced Grapefruit. And Spiced Grapefruit says, mandarin and bergamot citrus, perfectly balanced with spicy coriander, nutmeg, and allspice. I kind of remember that now. Yeah, it definitely has a grapefruit scent, but you do get that kind of spiced note to it. Like you took the grapefruit and then you poked it with, cloves or something and some other spices, and then maybe even baked it for a minute or something. So it releases all the scents. It's really good. It really is. I mean, I think you have to like grapefruit scents to like it, but I probably prefer a more traditional grapefruit, like just a fresh grapefruit. I love that citrusy scent to it. So I like this one, but once you add the spice to it, it probably diminishes my preference for it. I don't gear towards it as much at that point. I prefer the plain natural grapefruit scent. So spiced grapefruit, I have 2. Then the next one on the list I do not have. It was a very good one. It was called Spiced Pear. And it said simmered pear and plum cider entice rich vanilla wood. That was another one that when you smelled it in the clam, it smelled really, really good. And I love pear scents, but it just didn't perform. It was too soft, and I couldn't put it in my club or anything. It just would not give me the performance I was looking for. So I didn't do it. Then, of course, every now and then, kind of like fresh cut grass, or is there any crazy ones in our coming up? What I would consider maybe crazy. I don't know, maybe fresh. I don't know that fresh cut daisies. I think that sounds awesome. I don't think I see any crazy names in the one coming up, but it seems like you almost have to have like one every time or whatever. So in that particular one, the crazy scent for that one was called Tomato Vine. And I was really glad that one got voted back because I wanted to see what it smelled like. I had never experienced it before. And it says an essentially earthy summer scent, robust, ripe tomato vine. And me personally, we didn't grow tomatoes when I was a kid. My dad tried his hand at like green beans, and then we had like a pear tree and a plum tree, and we had different things or whatever, but we never tried tomatoes. So I had never smelled a tomato vine. I personally didn't know what it smelled like, but my husband said that they had like tried to grow tomatoes when he was younger, and when he smelled it, he's like, yeah, that's exactly what a tomato vine smells like. It is definitely earthy, and I can just imagine a tomato vine smelling this. It's definitely different. If you don't like earthy, herbally kind of scents, yeah, probably wouldn't have been to your liking. I think I put it in the club, left it in for like one time, and I thought, you know what, it's not going to be something that we're going to warm all the time. So I have a couple of bars for him and for us to enjoy, but that's going to be one of those that I put in the kitchen every now and then. I like it. It is good. It's just different. So it's not something that I want to warm all the time. And I have 2 of those. So I have 2 tomato vines. Then, almost at the end of these, the next one is called Watermelon Patch. And Watermelon Patch, I only have 1, so it makes me think I wasn't too crazy about it. It says sweet vine-ripened watermelon. And I find that a little surprising, especially since I love that oil, the watermelon red berries. But it smells, Cold Sniff, it smells just like... maybe like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Not quite as sweet as a watermelon Jolly Rancher, but very close to that. So, I don't know, maybe this year I'll warm it with the watermelon red berries and really, really like it, and then be sad that it's not around. Although, there's a watermelon one coming out in June, I know that. Watermelon Mint is the one coming back. So, Watermelon Patch, I have 1. And then the last one second to last one in the Bring Back My Bar that came out is, this is the one that I confused with that blackcurrant bubbly. And that is Wild Black Cherry. And to me, let's see, I'll read you the description first. Wild Black Cherry says, a sweet and juicy black cherry like an old-fashioned black cherry soda. And I would imagine, yeah, people probably think it smells just like a black cherry soda. But this to me smells, my mother used to buy Lifesaver candies for herself. And like I used to like to do the buttered rum one or whatever, but she only bought the cherry Lifesavers. She would buy cherry Lifesavers by the roll, and that was like her candy that she ate. She didn't eat any other candy except the Lifesavers. And so she always had cherry Lifesavers in her purse, and that's what this reminds me of. It's not the exact same scent because it's the black cherry, and that's more of a red cherry scent. And but that's what it reminds me of. So every time I smell this, it brings me back to the cherry Lifesavers that my mom always had in her purse. And let's see, Wild Black Cherry. I only have the 1, so I'll probably hold on to that one for a little while just because it has a scent memory to it also. And then the last one from the Bring Back My Bar is called Winter Candy Apple. And Winter Candy Apple says tart green apples with a sweet candy accent. And I had an open bar sitting in my basket that I think I had like 2 cubes left. And I warmed them last winter time, basically, right? Sometime like in December or January or something. I warmed the last of what I had of it. And I didn't enjoy it. It says tart green apples with a sweet candy accent. Me liking apples, I didn't like it. I think it's the winter. Oh gosh, ugh. Can't hide that. I'm not good. I can't play poker. I don't have a poker face. You're gonna see what I'm thinking basically written all over my face. No. I didn't like Winter Candy Apple. So I have this one. I'll probably mix it with some other apple scent or whatever next winter and be finished it. But that's that. And Winter Candy Apple, yeah. Luckily, I only have the 1. Then I have, 6 more bars. They are all Bring Back My Bars. But they're not from any of the collections that I technically purchased from. And what made me go back and look was the first one that I have here. I know I purchased this me directly from Scentsy, and I kept thinking I must have gotten it in a Bring Back My Bar, because this was definitely one of those scents that was in my club back in late 2018, early 2019. It was definitely one of the scents that I lost when I became a consultant and had to basically give up my club if I wanted to have it under me. So the scent that I had was French Kiss. So like I said, it was in my club. Let's see. It should be listed in here because I'm only going to have one. Oh no, I have 2 French Kiss. Woohoo! But I have that I purchased it in January 2019. So I think that's what had me go look for the Bring Back My Bar from January of 2019. And sure enough, French Kiss was on that list. And that's how I started looking at this going, wait a minute, I could have gotten so many of these scents before and didn't know, whatever. But French Kiss, that's where I tried it. Oh, and it says, sweet fig, tenderly caressed by coconut pulp, exotic cedar, and caramel. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, and it is one of the ones coming back in June. I was like, I kind of think I remember that one being in there. And it is. So I'll be able to warm this one. It's got one color on the bottom and a different color on the top. That's funny. It looks kind of brown. And then you turn it over. You can almost see where it changes right there. So this is a really, really nice scent. Like I said, it was in my club way back when. Had to lose it. Oh my gosh. So I will definitely be picking this one up when it comes back in June and putting it back in my club, unless they do that special again or something. That would be so awesome if they did that. That's actually the best way to get them. But anyways, the next one I had in my club, not in my club, I'm sorry, in my collection of Bring Back My Bars. It's got a Bring Back My Bar label on it. So it was called Frosted Ginger Cookie. And let me see, do I have a note on it at all? Oh, I have that I purchased it in October of 2018. So if they had a Bring Back My Bar in January, it would not have had a Bring Back My Bar in October. So maybe it might have been in the clearance or something like that, and from the previous one or something. Do I have the previous one? I thought I tried to print that one too. I did print it, but it was not in that particular one. Let's see, January of 18. This one's not in alphabetical order. Somebody's design. I don't see it on that one either. So I'm not really sure where this one came from, but I have a bar that I bought in October of 18, a Frosted Ginger Cookie. So I don't have a scent description for it. And that's kind of, oh my gosh, I still want to sneeze. That's what it kind of smells like, is a ginger cookie. Not quite like I love ginger snaps, but not quite like that one. Almost like, has a little bit of a cereal smell to it at the same time. Don't know, but smells good. I have that one. Then this one, which is coming back in the Bring Back My Bar in June. I have this one also. Let's see if I have a note on that one. Why don't I have a note? I don't even have it listed in my inventory. I think, oh, you know what? I think I had it listed in the discontinued for some reason. I listed in one thing and then wound up putting it in a different. I think because it had a Bring Back My Bar label, I put it with the Bring Back My Bars no matter what. So that one is Watermelon Mint. And it has a kind of pinky red kind of color to it. That makes sense. Watermelon, like a pink red kind of color. So that one is in the selections of coming back in June. So let's see. Oh, this one's got somebody's sticker on the inside. So I actually purchased this from someone. Probably at one of those functions that you go to and there's somebody with a table, and I'm always going to look around and see if they have something that I want. I don't know. I'm obviously going to have to warm this before June so that I could see whether I like it enough to get more of it. I'm not really getting anything from the bar per se. Let me see if I can get it out, because a lot of times you can smell much more on the bottom. Hopefully I won't go into a sneezing attack here. Come on. Try not to make this video any longer than... Oops, I just broke it. Okay, who cares? Who cares? I'm going to be warming it anyways. All right. Yeah, I definitely get a combination of watermelon and mint. And that watermelon... wanting to smell like real watermelon. You know, like fresh watermelon kind of thing, as opposed to candy. But I don't know. I don't know that I like it with the mint in there, but I'm definitely going to give that a try before June, and I'll let you know what I think. Then another one that I picked up, and I picked this one up from that same person that I picked up the watermelon mint. I got a bar of bamboo yuzu. So I've never warmed this one. I've just held on to it. Obviously, I must have liked the way it smelled when I picked it up, right? Or I wouldn't have bought it. At least I don't think so. Sometimes I will, just because it's one I've never seen before and I just want to smell it. So not that much of a scent to it. I don't really pick up a lot. I wonder if it's in any of these. Oh, it is. Bamboo yuzu. According to this, it came out in the Bring Back My Bar of July 2018. And Bamboo yuzu says, imagine a Japanese garden as you breathe in dewy bamboo, tranquil lotus flower, and fresh yuzu with hints of sage. All right, I got to get this bar out because I bet you the bottom smells good. Yeah, I definitely probably picked this one up because I thought it smelled good on cold sniff. Oh, nice. Definitely kind of a woodsy kind of scent. Woodsy, but with greenery. I think I'm still smelling watermelon all of a sudden. I think I'm getting the lotus flower. Because I'm getting a tiny bit of like a floral. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to have to warm that one soon. That one is not on the list to come back though. So I'm not in a big rush to get to that one. Then another one that I picked up. Let's see. Did I pick? Nope, no label on that one. So I must have picked this one up myself. Let's see if I have it in here. The bamboo yuzu, I know. What? I have two bamboo yuzu? Oh, I have purchased in flash sale. So obviously I picked up one from somebody and picked up one in a flash sale. And then this one I purchased in January 2019. So I picked this one up myself. Was it on the January? Yes, it was in the Bring Back My Bar in January of 2019. So this was one that I actually did pick up. I never actually got around to warming it. And that is Blonde Wood and Moonflower. Picked it up and never warmed it. What am I crazy? It says pale, warm wood and amber envelop demure moonflower, delicate white roses, and upturned lilies in a modern magical fragrance. Oh yeah, that smells good. That smells like a beautiful florally wood, perfumey kind of scent, but on the softer side. The bottom has a little bit of a stronger perfume scent to it. Oh, wow. One of these days I'm going to get around to doing this one. I think I'm going to have to do this one in this spring because this one smells really, really good. Blonde Wood and Moonflower. Again, there's so many that... I picked that one up, obviously, but there were so many that I could have picked up and I didn't. Crazy me. And the last one I have in a Bring Back My Bar that... Let's see... Blonde Wood first. Blonde Wood, I only had one. And then this one I have that I purchased in a flash sale, and I only have one, and that is called Buckleberry. And I've never warmed it, obviously, or I wouldn't have it anymore, but this one definitely has, to me, Cold Sniff has a fall-winter kind of deepness to it. Like, it doesn't seem like it would go well in the spring, summer, more fall, winter. So Again, fall, winter, if I don't remember that it's there, fall, winter is going to pass me by too quickly. And then I'm like, oh, next year. So let me see. Oh, gosh, I don't want to sneeze. Let's see if I can find Buckleberry by any chance. Yes, Buckleberry. It seems that it was in the July 2018 Bring Back My Bar. And Buckleberry says, a bite of summer's bounty, bursting fresh berries atop a buttery blanket of crumbly coffee cake. Okay, I'm sorry, I do not get any kind of bakery from that. I get like what I would think of as, okay, I can see the berries, right? But something that would be in the winter, like a winter berry kind of thing. Winter, fall berry. I do not get coffee cake. I do not get buttery blanket. Nope. Personally, I don't get that, at least smelling it. Cold sniff, maybe warming it does. But there are lots of awesome scents that have come back over and over again, I guess. I see here, I'm looking at a January 18, eucalyptus and fresh cut grass were on that one. Fuzzy blanket was on that. Simply Rose was on that. Vanilla suede. Beach. Then July of 18. Let's see if I see some repetition kind of things. That business casual was there. I think I saw that one on another one. I think in the January 19 or something. Let's see. I never got to try coconut flower, but this was before I started. So, but Grape Granita had come out in that Bring Back My Bar. Hemingway had come out in that Bring Back My Bar. Marshmallow Mint was in the July 2018 Bring Back My Bar. Sweet Plum Pastry was in July 2018's Bring Back My Bar, which would explain where I probably got mine. It probably went in the clearance section later, and that's where I probably got my bar that I had tried. Watermelon Mint was in that one. White Sands was in the Bring Back My Bar July of 2018. And when did I get it? White Sands. I got it in June of 2020. So July of 2018 and then again in June of 2020. Zephyr was a great one. That was one that I think I picked up in... It had to have still been available or something because that was one I think that was in my club and I lost that one. I hope that one comes back one day. But there's lots of great scents that we still haven't tried. But that is my Bring Back My Bar. That completes all the different bars that I have of my inventory. We have gone through all of them. Bring Back My Bar being the largest, having 89 different scents. My inventory of Bring Back My Bar is 415. 415. That's probably more than some of you have in your entire inventory, and that's just my Bring Back My Bar. All right, I said I would reveal my total inventory of wax. So, scent of the month, 146. Bring Back My Bar, 415. Clearance flash, 47. Discontinued, 116. I struck out the number. I'm going to go with the original number because it's what totals. But my original number in LTO, I had 224. And for some reason, I scratched it out and put 229. I don't remember now why. Current bars, I said 113. And licensed, 137. For a grand total. Now, mind you, I said I had 354 different scents among all the different categories. My grand total of wax that I have, and it's crazy, 1,198. I'm too shy. And actually, if I change that other number to the 229, I'd actually have more than 1,200. So too shy of 1,200 bars of wax. So you can see why I said it's going to take me a while to get through it. I have no big rush to go out and buy a ton more. I do want to continue to get some. I do want to continue to try the new ones. The Mother's Day one doesn't really sound like it would be something I would like, but I did go ahead and put it in my club. I won't get that one probably for a while. I'm not going to get the Moana one until my club processes, and my next club is May. I may do a special club for April, maybe. I haven't decided yet. It's my birthday month, and I like to treat myself in that month, but I really don't have a big rush to get these bars. Not when I have 1,200 bars to get through. And as it is, I went ahead and took the wax out of these warmers that are in here. And I have the dishes warming up because I'm getting ready to start putting wax in all my different warmers and changing them out, and really start enjoying these bars and not have 1,200 bars. I'm really glad actually that my next club doesn't come until May, because that gives me a chance to get through some of these bars. Not that I'm really going to get anywhere, but get through some of these bars so that when the next club order comes in, hopefully I will have used more than I get in. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed the series. I hope that if your number was less than mine, I hope that it helped you feel like, oh good, somebody has more than I do. If you have more than I do, which is absolutely possible if you've been purchasing Scentsy for way longer than I have, but if you have more bars, look, I was willing to say I have 1,200 bars. And again, I didn't count my bricks. I didn't count the bars that are in the complete sets. So I would love to know if you have a number higher or lower. If you don't even want to say what your number is, if you just tell me higher or lower, I'm not going to judge you. If anything, I might ask you, hey, what scents do you have that I don't have? Because I would really love for you to at least do a video on the scents that you might have that I don't have, so that we can hear about them. And again, if you didn't hear me on one of my other videos, check out Patricia G's Tester Tuesdays. She has so many scents that are older that she's got testers for, that she does reviews on, and it's an opportunity for us to get to learn some of these other scents that we've never heard of, that we've never experienced, and gives us a better way of maybe making a little list for ourselves of things that we'd like to vote for on a Bring Back My Bar, so that maybe I'm not opposed to some of these returning again. I mean, I know that if you didn't get a chance to try it, you want it to come back, and I totally understand that. I've had ones like Vanilla Suede and Vanilla Oud that I wanted to come back. So, but I'd like it if the same ones didn't keep coming back over and over and over and over again. I'd like to try to get some other ones in that we haven't tried, like maybe some of the LTOs, like maybe you're not apt to vote for one of the LTOs because you didn't try it. But like that collection, that Hygge collection, that was awesome. There wasn't a scent in there that wasn't phenomenal. It's really, really, really good. But of course, you're not going to vote for something you've never heard of, you've never tried. You see the name and you probably just, you might even read the description, but you've heard that this other one is good, and so you vote for that. So maybe if we get some more videos done on older scents that people haven't tried, we're more apt to vote for them. So if it serves no other purpose than to give you some information about some other scents to vote for, or it does nothing more than to make you feel better that you have less wax, or you have about the same wax so you don't feel as bad, whatever. I just wanted to do this for fun. I wanted to enjoy myself. I wanted to hold myself accountable for how much I have. I wanted to be able to face you and say, I have 1,200 bars of wax. I'm not proud of that. I'm not. but I'm not going to be sorry for it either. Like I said before, I work really hard. I want to enjoy what I have. I do enjoy what I have. My family enjoys it with me. It provides a small window of, family time for us. We discuss the scents, whether it's just a matter of, I don't like that, mama, or I like that. What did you put in? When you have teenage children, sometimes you're lucky if you can get that much from them. I mean, they are at an age where they are trying to be adults themselves. You're now a parent that maybe they don't want to hang out with you too much. So just discussing wax is awesome. And so if it gives me that, if it gives me a way to interact with my children a little more, so be it. I enjoy what I have, and I'm going to continue to enjoy it. I hope that you enjoy what you have. Like I say all the time, enjoy your scents. Enjoy your day. And by all means, enjoy the journey. That's what it's all about. Enjoy the journey. Don't give up everything you have to have things, but if you can afford yourself some little luxuries here and there, enjoy the journey. And until next time, again, enjoy your scents, enjoy your day, and enjoy your journey. Talk to you later. Bye.